I understand that my words hold power. My words shape the life that I'm living. My words create the world around me. I understand that if I misuse these words, if I give the wrong thought the right amount of attention, it's gonna mess up my whole reality. That's why I'm careful with what I say. That's why I watch who I'm around. That's why I be mindful of the conversations that I'm having. Because if I have the wrong conversation about some lower vibrational crap, it's gonna drag me right down to that lower vibrational crap. So I have to stay away from that. Because I understand that my tongue is a wand. My mind has power that generates my body, that generates the world around me. So I won't misuse it, and I never will. That's why I talk the way I talk. Like I said, that's why I watch my every move. I watch how I speak, because the wrong word could slip you up. Yes, from time to time it may happen, but I refuse to live there. I refused to keep my mind there. Because if I keep my mind there, and I keep speaking about certain situations and certain negative things that happen to my life, it's only gonna amplify. So I move away from the negative situations. I do the action and push myself, move myself away from these situations that are toxic. Because I don't need that in my life. And the more I have it in my life, the more it gets embedded into my subconscious reality. And me and you both know that we can't have that. We can't have negativity roaming around in our mind. We can't have negativity, toxicity consuming our mind. We have to understand how delicate this subject is. How fragile this subject is. How moldable this reality is. Because the power has always been within us. We just have to realize it. So my advice to you today is to understand that you have this power. Truly understand that you have this power of creating and shaping reality with your voice, with your mind, with the way you think. Because that's honestly the only tool that you really need in this life. You have to discipline your mind first before you could go out and actually start on some action, before you could actually get something done in this world. You have to focus and discipline your mind, change your mindset, and you change the world around you. Change your mindset, and you'll naturally move into the action that you need to move into in order to create what you want to create. Do you get me? That's how all this works. That's how the world around you works. You can't fight the outer world with matter. You can't have matter fighting matter. You have to have a different type of balance. You have to have contrast. You have to tip the balance a little bit. You have to shift the weight. You can have matter, but it's mind over matter. You got to use your mind over matter. You got to ignore this out of reality a little bit in order to get what you want. You got to focus on your mind. If you want to move something, move it with your mind. A legendary quote from the Ghost. If you want to move something in this reality, if you want to switch your situation, you have to do it with your mind first. You have to do it with your heart, your feeling, your passion first. You can't do it the other way around. You can't try to move it out of desperation. You can't try to move it out of lack. You have to move it out of the will of moving it with your mind. You have to move it with genuine emotion. You have to change your vibration. And the way you change your vibration is once you change your words, all right? So once you change your words, everything shifts. So understand how delicate this situation is. Understand how delicate your mind is. Because if you don't, like I said, you're screwed. You could be focused on one thought so much that it consumes you, even if it's just a fearful theory. That theory will come to life. That theory will happen to you, and you will have to face that theory that you created in your mind. You will have to face that situation that you created in your mind, because it's the only thing that you was thinking about. Now, I'm not saying that this won't happen to you. Not really. I'm saying be mindful of it. Watch out for it. Because it's all around you. A trigger is all around you. Something that's flipped you back into that mode is all around you. It can be your job, it can be your boss, it can be your spouse, you know, a friend that you just feel is kind of annoying. It can be anything. Somebody driving too fast. Throw out the whole balance of your reality. You can throw out the whole balance of where you're trying to go. And where you're trying to go is the only thing you should be focused on. You shouldn't be focused on anybody else. Like I said in my last video, don't focus on a person down the street that thinks you crazy for making a video outside. Man, just do you. Because what happens in your life is the only thing that matters. What you create in your life is the only thing that matters. So create greatness, create confidence. I realized this, and I created more confidence in my life. I created more style in my life. I created who I wanted to be in my life. I didn't sit back and just constantly let life take its toll on me. Man, I am life. I have a say in what life I live. So I'm gonna speak up, because I understand that the words that I say have authority. I understand that what I say is important. My voice is important. And honestly, I feel like the reason why most people don't speak into existence is because they don't feel their voice has authority. But it does. And that's what I'm here to tell you. Your voice has authority. You have authority, and you have a say in what you are going to deal with in your life. Life doesn't just give you things just to give you things. It gives you what you are, a vibrational match too. It gives you who you are, who you think you are. If you're thinking passive, you're gonna have to live a passive life. You have to think an interactive life. You have to think a higher vibrational life. You have to speak with interactive. You have to speak with interactive actions. You have to speak with a knowledge and knowing that you can get anything done. That you can get it done because you are equipped with everything that you need in order to live this life. You are equipped with all the powers within you. You don't have to look outside for anything. You don't have to chase anybody's validation. You don't have to chase anybody's vision of success. You just have to focus on your vision of success. Get a grip of your own mind. I know it's hard nowadays because we got all this dopamine running around on the internet. Got TikTok. Man, I hopped on TikTok the other day. Felt like I was on there for an hour, maybe 5 hours, maybe 6. Man, I just downloaded it, looked at it, and it was only like 30 seconds. All this dopamine. I understand that it might be tough, but you have to get away from it. You see, I'm out here rebalancing in my dopamine. I'm out here, you know, in this nature spot, getting that natural dopamine. You don't gotta chase it, it's already here. What you want is already here right in front of you. That peace. You have to acknowledge it though. You have to dive within yourself. You have to dive out in nature. So, always remember, you have the power. Nobody else.